Depression changed me. I'm no longer fearful of the transition commonly known as death. That dreadful night, I held that knife to my wrist, and I prepared to take my final breath. As I sat in the driver's seat of my car, with the end of my days not looking too far, I pressed that knife against my skin, and I pressed harder and harder. And then I stopped pressing. I couldn't bring myself to do it. Then the knife fell in between the seats. It was out of my reach, much like the happiness that had eluded my soul, that void in my spirit unfulfilled by the goals that I had yet to accomplish. I broke down, disgusted with myself, not because of what I had tried to do, but because I couldn't muster up the courage to follow through. They say suicide is the way of the coward, so you can imagine how I felt when I realized that I was too scared to take the coward's way out. Every bit of self-doubt that lived within me was met with validation and contradiction at the same time. Pain that I had held on to for years had now re-emerged like an old message in a bottle that had been carried through the ocean of my tears to the island of self-hatred on which I was stranded. That night in my car, when I dropped that knife, I was given a second chance at life. I didn't see the value in my being, my reflection a distorted perception of what I thought everyone else was seeing. They say that breaking a mirror brings you 7 years of bad luck. Well, if that's the case, I won't ever experience good fortune again, because I broke that mirror 1,000 times over. Then I put the pieces back together and used it to look within.